Welcome back to the Haunted Library. I'm your host, the Haunted Librarian. Tonight, we're reading a story about an ordinary man on a not-so-ordinary drive, caught in the teeth of an unforgiving storm. A logical mind would have told our main character to stay put and wait for the weather to pass. But logic holds no weight in the cold embrace of the unknown. While our main character wants out of his car, something else wants in. And in the snowy haze of this particular stretch of road, reality is thinning, and whoever, or perhaps more appropriately, whatever, is knocking on his window may not be of this world. Tonight, our character is about to learn that some roads don't just lead through the storm, but into something far worse. With that being said, take a second to sit back, close your eyes, and immerse yourself into this edition of The Haunted Library. I should have turned back an hour ago. The road's gone now. Just a whisper under the snow. My wipers gave up 10 minutes back, frozen stiff and smearing white instead of clearing it. Headlights pressed against the flurry like fists in cotton, doing nothing. I'm not even sure what lane I'm on, somewhere between Abergavenny and Brecon, on one of those B roads that snakes between empty farmland and forest. It's been snowing since late afternoon. At first it was soft, flakes that vanished when they hit the windscreen. Now it's thick, wind-driven snow that sticks, sinks, that swallows. I pull over because I can't see anymore, because the steering wheel's vibrating from the ice, because if I go even 10 feet farther, I might not make it back. I killed the engine. The world doesn't go quiet. It goes muffled. It's only when the heater dies that I realize how deep the cold is. The silence inside the car is weird, artificial. The kind of silence that makes you hyper-aware of yourself. The way your jeans crinkle when you shift, the tick of the dashboard settling, your own breath fogging the air. I check my phone. 7% battery, no signal. Figures. I'm not scared. Yet. Just annoyed. I pull the blanket from the back seat and wrap it over my legs. I crack open the thermos. Lukewarm coffee. It tastes like burnt pennies. Somewhere in the trees to my left, a branch snaps. I freeze. Just wind. It has to be. I tell myself that a few times. Then I hear something else. A low, dragging noise. Soft, but deliberate. Snow being disturbed. I sit up, and I peer through the fogged windscreen. Nothing but white. 10 minutes pass, maybe 20. I try to ration the heat in my body. My gloves stay on. I pull my arms inside my coat and cross them over my chest. The cold isn't sharp. It's creeping. A living thing, finding seams, working its way into my joints, ears, ankles. I distract myself. I think about dinner plans, the job I need to call back about. And then I hear it again. Too slow for a deer. but too heavy for a fox. It's pacing, circling. My hand slides toward the driver's side window and wipes the condensation away. There, a shape. Tall, not moving, just a silhouette behind the snow. I blink and it's gone. Right, I mutter to myself. Right, okay. I start the car. The engine stutters, groans, and then dies. I try again. Nothing but a click. The battery's frozen, or flooded. I swear softly, fogging the inside of the windscreen even more. Behind me in the mirrors, nothing. I shift in my seat. I try the heater again. Nothing. Now, the silence is watching. Half an hour later, my toes are numb. The shape hasn't come back, but something taps the rear window. Once. Soft, like a knuckle testing glass. I turn around fast enough to make my neck cramp, but nothing. Now I'm sweating under the blanket. Something's out there, and it's not going away. I think about getting out, digging, and walking, but where? Even if I knew which direction the road went, I couldn't see 5 feet. And if something is circling me, walking into the white would be like handing it a knife. No. I stay. I breathe through my nose. I try not to fog up the windows too much. There's a knock. Driver's side. 3 taps. Rhythmic. Like a question. I flinch so hard the thermos spills on my leg. I turn slowly, heart beating in my throat. There's a shape against the glass, but it's not a hand. It's longer, jointed the wrong way, like an elbow that forgot how to be an elbow. It drags downward, squealing faintly against the frozen window. I don't breathe. It vanishes. Then, from the passenger side, laughter. Not loud, not right. Like someone trying to remember what laughter is supposed to sound like. Too wet, too slow. No. The door handle clicks. Once. Twice. Testing. I lean across and lock the door manually. My fingers burn from the cold metal. Then I hunch down behind the steering wheel, eyes barely over the dash, breathing shallow. Then I see it. Not the whole thing, just its feet. Hooved. Wrong. Bent too far back, like something stitched together from memory. It's standing directly in front of the car, facing me. I close my eyes, and I count, and then I listen. When I open them again, it's gone. The snow presses harder against the car now. The air's like needles. I wrap the blanket tighter, curl into myself, tuck my hands under my thighs, my fingers tingling, my teeth chattering. I think of a fire, A pub. The smell of frying onions. Then I hear my mother's voice. Outside. Calling my name. Sweetheart? Soft. Sweet. Wrong. She's been dead for 3 years. I shake, but not from the cold this time. From the sound of her feet crunching towards the window. My mother's voice again. Sweetheart, open the door. She sounds like she used to, when I was a boy and stayed too long outside. Warm and patient. But I'm 36. She's buried in Bexhill. The snow hushes everything but her voice. It weaves through the glass and stitches itself around my ribs. Sweetheart, please, it's cold. I clamp my hands over my ears. I whisper to myself. I repeat the facts. This is not real. I'm in a car. I'm suffering mild hypothermia. Auditory hallucinations are common. Then, tapping on the passenger side glass. I dare to look. There's something standing there. Not her. Tall, covered in matted, wet fur that sticks to a torso too long, arms hanging too low. Its head tilts like a crow, listening for something in the soil. I see only the corner of its jaw, too wide, loose skin dragging over the bone. And then it smiles, or tries to. The cheeks pull up, splitting at the corners like paper. Behind the skin, teeth. Not rows, layers. I scream, but without sound. My breath fogs the glass. The thing leans in and whispers in a voice not made for breath. I wake up with a jolt. Daylight. Pale, sickly, stretched thin over the horizon. The snowstorm slowed. Everything's soft. Still. The car windows are glazed with frost, but nothing's outside. No tracks, no marks, no sign of anything. My joints scream. My mouth tastes like blood. I must have bit my tongue in my sleep. Sleep? God, I slept. With that out there. I unlock the door, slowly, and step out into the cold. The snow is almost waist deep, but soft now. Powder. I wade around the car. Nothing. But then, there. A single hoofprint behind the vehicle, pressed deep. Almost burned in, like the snow melted around it before refreezing. I stare at it for a long time, and I don't breathe. I make it to the nearest town just past midday. I walk 2.5 miles, I think. I don't remember most of it, just flashes. Tree trunks, like columns, light spinning through the branches. A man at a petrol station stares as I stumble inside. He gives me tea and calls someone. When the police come, I tell them I got stuck. I slept in the car, frostbite in my fingertips. I don't mention the voice, or the smile, or the way it knew my name. They found the car. They tell me there were scratch marks on all 4 doors. They tell me the roof had been dented inward, like something heavy had lain on it all night. And then they show me a photo of a trail leading away from the car. A single line of footprints, then nothing, as if it just disappeared. It's been a week since this happened. I haven't left my flat. I keep the curtains shut, the kettle full, the heating on. Sometimes at night, I think I hear the wind again. Sometimes I swear I see frost on the inside of the window. And once, just once, I thought I heard her voice again, calling my name. But you know what terrifies me most? I want to answer it. I want to open the door because I know, whatever it is, it's not done with me. Thank you for joining me on this edition of The Haunted Library. If you enjoyed the story, consider showing the story and the author's support through the links below. And if you enjoyed the reading, please consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel to show your support. If you know of any stories you want to be featured on The Haunted Library, please send them in at the link below. I was your host, The Haunted Librarian, and as always, thank you and good night.